Hello guys and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you will stay. Espero que te quedes. So today I would just like to spend a few minutes looking at some common mistakes we make as English speakers when we learn Spanish. And hopefully this will help you in your writing exams so you don't make these mistakes. And you don't keep making these mistakes time and time again. Right, so the first point is capitals, mayúsculas, las mayúsculas. So from very early on, we are taught at school that the days of the week, months of the year, nationalities you have to use mayúsculas. En español, no. No se utiliza mayúsculas para estas cosas. Okay, so you have to remember that los días de la semana, por ejemplo, el lunes, el martes, el miércoles, el jueves, masculine word, el lunes. Okay, it would just be lowercase. Okay, los lunes voy a Pilates. Los lunes voy a Pilates. Okay, así tal cual. Mi madre, para nacionalidad, mi madre es China. So not a mayúscula, but a small c. Mi madre es China. Mi madre es inglesa. No capital letters at all. Okay? So if you can remember that one, that's one mistake less we're going to make when we're writing. Okay? Same with the months. Instead of April, abril. Okay? Así. Muy bien. Okay, number 2. We're often asked to write letters, formal letters, whether it's a letter of complaint or it's just a letter, formal letter. So in English, we tend to start a letter with Dear Sir or Dear Madam. Sir, Madam. Dear Sir. Okay? We know that dear in Spanish is querido. And so, empleamos lo mismo. Pero no se puede hacer eso. ¿Okay? La palabra que vas a utilizar si estás escribiendo una carta formal. So, a formal letter, you would not use this. This is for a friend. So, someone you know. Or somebody who you're comfortable with. You would say dear. Because it's almost like beloved. Okay? So, someone who you have strong feelings for. You care for. The word you would use in the formal setting is estimado o estimada. Estimado o estimada, estimados señores. Okay? This is what you would do in the case of a formal letter. So do not make this mistake because we do that a lot. Okay? Third point, por y para. Okay? Por y para, we make this mistake a lot because we translate it quite literally for for. Okay? I have a video on this, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details with this. I'm just going to show you this and remind you that it's for motion, okay? General location. So for example, voy a pasar por Madrid. Yeah? So you're going to go around town. You're going to stop off there. Voy a pasar por Madrid. Yeah? I'm going to pass through there. So the reason you're doing something, okay, or for units, or the passive voice. The passive voice is sort of like, este libro fue escrito por Juan. It was written by John. Okay, so by in this sense. For, para, opinions, employment, destinations. So, dame un ejemplo tú de opiniones. Para.
Pues no se me ocurre ninguno ahora mismo.
Vale. Para mí es importante que salgamos los domingos para pasarlo bien.
Y para mí es importante quedarse en casa los domingos.
Vale. Employment, ¿ok? Dame un ejemplo con employment. Para mi trabajo.
Para mi trabajo necesito tener un cierto nivel de inglés.
Ok, vale, muy bien. Destination, ok. El tren va para Madrid, por ejemplo, ok. So it's going towards Madrid, o para Londres, o para York, o donde sea, ok. Muy bien. If you have problems with that, or I haven't explained very well, there is another video on that, okay, as I did say before. Right. Third point I want to go into. En inglés se pone el adjetivo posesivo en casos en el que en español no se pone. Por ejemplo, Emilia se lava las manos, ¿ok? Se lava las manos, Emilia, que eres tú.
Sí.
Emilia se lava las manos, ¿ok? En inglés, ¿cómo lo pondríamos?
Emilia
is washing her hands. Yes?
Yes.
Sorry. Give me another example. Emilia is washing her hands.
You don't know how to write my name.
I do, but this is the Spanish version.
Ah.
Take it. Emilia se lava las manos. So you see here and here is different. Okay? We would put possessive, her hands, her hands. The possessive adjective, we would use it in English, but not in Spanish. We would just put the article, las manos. Okay? So remember that. Or me lavo los dientes. Whereas we would say, I'm brushing my teeth. So remember, these things that you do to yourself, on your body, my teeth, my arms, my eyes, you would say los. You'd use the article instead of the possessive adjectives. Okay? So that's the next point, because obviously we make that mistake a lot, and I used to do it a lot as well. Okay? Right. The next point is, and I've seen this in quite a lot of you writing, especially with younger kids, when you're talking about your age, instead of saying tengo, which is the verb you use, tener plus your age, okay? I've seen soy 15 años. Do not make this mistake, okay? Remember that it has to be the verb tener. So this, out the window. Tengo. Remember, it's tener. With age, it's always tener. Tengo 15 años. That's the other one. So I know you do know this, but sometimes in writing, we do forget and we do write silly things. It's not that we don't know, we just simply forget. It's a normal part of learning. And don't get stressed out about the fact that you do make these mistakes, because it is what we do when we're learning, okay? You just have to recognize them to not keep doing them over and over again. Next point, which is perhaps the most important point, false friends. This is a massive one because they do trip us up a lot. One of the most popular one is people thinking I'm embarrassed is estoy. Do you know what it is? Let's see if you can guess what it is.
Estoy embarazada.
Muy bien. Is it because you've made that mistake?
No.
How did you know I was thinking about that?
Because embarrassed only ever comes up with the word embarazada.
Okay.
And
estoy embarazada is, sorry.
And because there is a word that's similar to that does represent it in Spanish, that means qué momento más embarazoso.
Ah, es verdad. Es verdad. Pero estaba pensando en esto, ¿vale? It's true. Embarazoso is embarrassing as well. And it does look like embarazada. So this is why we get this so mixed up. Embarazada, estoy embarazada. What did I just say? Basically, you don't want to say you were embarrassed or you are embarrassed. Imagine you talking to the examiner and you're like, oh, sorry, I'm so embarrassed. And you come out with, es que estoy embarazada. That would just not go down very well. I'm sure they would know that you made a mistake, but try not to make this one, okay? Because it's easily done. The other one I find really, really funny is I'm excited. Okay? I'm excited. You tell me, señorita, what do you think? I'm excited. What do you think people make mistakes? What's the word? I mean, it should be estoy emocionado or emocionada. Yes, this should be what you say for I'm excited. Estoy emocionado or emocionada. But what do you think the word is that everybody says?
It is obviously the Spanish word that means excitado.
Excitado. And what you're actually saying is that you have sexual desires. Like you're feeling quite... Yes, that you're excited sexually. And I'm sure you never want to say this on a paper in an exam or in a speaking. So please do not say that. Soy excitado. No, you're not. Estás emocionado or estás emocionada. Okay? Do you know what? I'm going to tell you... Actually, I'm not going to tell you that one because that one was so embarrassing. At a restaurant, I'm not going to tell you what the word is.
Say it.
No, I will not say it.
But, oh my goodness.
I did realize I said it. No. We're not going to go into it. But I realized I said it because I corrected myself as soon as I said it. I was like, can I have el por favor? And he just smiled and he went a bit red and smiled. And then I was like, oh, no, quiero decir. And then I corrected myself. But I was a bit embarrassed. He didn't say anything because I think he felt that I was embarrassed and it was just that. So be careful because a O or A here, it makes a big difference. Don't say it.
No, but it was a different situation. Remember when we went to get cushions and in Spanish it's cojines and you asked the lady and you changed one letter and she was
Did I say cojones?
Yes.
En vez de cojín, es verdad.
And I was just so embarrassed. The lady was just staring at you like...
I was like, no, quiero decir cojines, no cojones. So that's a mistake I've made as well. I've made loads. So you see, guys, you don't have to be perfect. It's okay. We can always remind people that, hey, my language is English. I'm not perfect. It's all right. You don't have to be perfect. Okay? Right. And now you've just knocked me off of my... I've forgotten the next one I was going to say. But, right. Another one, educado. It sounds like educated, doesn't it? Eres muy educado. Educado. It looks like educated. You're educated. To us, educated is obviously means you're well educated. You're a very learned person. You're a person of books. But it doesn't actually mean that. It actually means to be polite. Okay? Eres educado. Es una persona educada. Quiere decir que tienes buenas modales. Y pues, sabes cómo ser respetuoso, ¿no? Not to be confused with educated. Next, false friend. Preservativos. Estoy visto. That I think you meant to say preservatives, but preservativos actually means condom. So you don't want to say that at all. Yeah? I know what you're trying to say is conservantes, not conservantes. So do try to be careful with the false friends. There are a lot of them, but you don't want to write them especially. And I know you'll get your meaning across because we're not stupid when we're marking, but you will get marked down if you write the wrong word. Okay? And if you say it in the wrong situation, it can be quite embarrassing. So guys, share with me mistakes that you've made while speaking to Spanish people and then afterwards felt quite stupid about. with me and the cojín y cojones. And I still do that until today. We don't have to be perfect. I don't aim to be perfect. Just working on what we already know. Okay? So share with us. The process is all about making mistakes and just learning from those mistakes and moving forward. I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you in the next one. And if you've not already subscribed, por favor, hay un botoncito ahí abajo, púlsalo allí si te interesa ver más videos. Y hasta la próxima vez, chicos. Adiós.